Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Da-da-da-da-da-da-dum. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Is this working? Are we on? Are we live? Yes, yes. That didn't take me by surprise. I hope all your people out here getting high. Let's start the show. Bang. Welcome to the Sci-Ty Podcast with your host, Sci-Ty. Welcome. Y'all are invited to join the Discord in the chat. Ty about whatever. Ty is a place where we combine our mind with our heart. See what our gut mind is saying. Connect all those three circles and let whatever come out. Come on out. We see you got Exile13 in the building. Wait. Let me write this. Subscribe. Bang, bang. Ollie Cat. Welcome in the sun. Welcome in the hands. We all in here. Hopefully y'all doing y'all dance. If you need some new moves, hopefully on this episode we create some new grooves. It's an awesome morning out here in Northern California. I got the pipe today, which really means no tobacco. Doing a little something different for the morning times. Let me pop out the chat, get it all in here. Start off with some music. Then we can go into the chitty chats. See what's going on in everyone's neck of the woods. Let me bring out the chat right here. Boom, boom. There we go. Hey, Big Chill. Hey. Let's play this. Hopefully I think this is gonna get really loud. There we go. Right now, I'm feeling good. Oh wait, I gotta come back. Hold on. Right now, I'm feeling good right now. I'm smoking good right now. I'ma keep it hood right now. They coming after my crown, but I'm never laying it down. You know we are some kings. Shout outs to that nigga King. And shout outs to King Oz for show. He live every day, he let it go. The music we be playing all for y'all, cause we always never gonna fall. You see us, we be high up in the clouds, always probably smoking on some loud. Yeah, I feel so good today, smoking on some good hooray. That's the words I got to fucking say. This vape gon' put me high like I'm in a parade. I'm in the carnival, it's like a circus. She gonna be in front of me, she gonna twerk it. She going all day, I fucking love it. You hating all day, I gotta shove it out of my way, cause I feel so good. Out of my way, I'm smoking so good. Out of my way, I feel it so good. Shout outs to the day, yeah, we so hood. And we going far. And we living large. Even if we living small. It's off my perspective. And that's gonna be my next lesson. I never left guessing. Sometimes I am. Hey, who's there in the chat? Hey, True Life. Hey, Block. Just brightening the day. I think this is about to be over. How's it going? Boosh. Oh, wait, is it routed? Hold on, I gotta change it so they can hear you on YouTube. All right, there we go.
Yeah,
Cool.
I
Yeah,
just
thanks for coming through.
I opened up Discord and it said you was live on Discord, so I had to pop in for a sec.
Million things can get in the way, but as long as you're doing what you want to do, like speaking for myself, like just go live and whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, just let it go.
Yep. True. You know what I was thinking yesterday? I was talking to you in my mind. I wanted to talk to. It would be nice to talk to you about it, about the thing about conspiracies and actually it not being one grand conspiracy, but probably everybody just being stupid in their own respect. And I was thinking about relationships and stuff, how you could think somebody got this whole agenda going on, but it's really they doing what they do based off of how they thinking and how they
Yeah,
really thought about it.
yeah,
That helped
yeah,
me yesterday.
yeah. I was trying to explain that to somebody. It's wild because I was trying to explain that to somebody yesterday. And like I was
Mm-hmm.
telling, like, you like you'll be in the scheme with yourself, not even knowing because your perception of that person is already created. So when you go off your perception of that person instead of actually listen to that person, it'll be your perception. It won't even be them. It's like kind of weird.
It's straight up not them.
It give me the chills. It be you.
Mm-hmm.
It be you, and it's like like how. But
Yeah, it's wild
But you know what's
because it
cool?
seems so real.
You know what's cool though?
Hey, Big Chill.
Is when you perceive somebody and you know somebody, but then you see them like 20 years later, right? And
yeah,
you're like, hey, what's up? And you don't even remember them. And they're like, yo, we were like, we chilled. You had this. So you had an impression of them before, and you obviously thought something of them because you knew them for a couple of years, you were cool, but you didn't see them for a long time. And I'm like, I sort of remember you, but no offense, because thousands of people, I don't
yeah,
really remember. So I don't remember the relationship that we have, and I didn't remember what I thought about them. So here it is 20, 25 years later, this person I've known for 30, 40 years, but I forgot sort of the relationship that we shared. We get to start over now. Now, I
yeah,
don't know what I thought about you before, if you scammed me or you talked bad about me or we were best friends or whatever, but wow, this is amazing. Now we get to start over because I
yeah,
can't remember what I thought about you before. So you get a fresh chance, but not me. He remembered who I was. So I'm the same person to him. But to me, it's like, I know your face, but I can't, I don't, I'm sorry, but I don't remember us. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, we were best buddies. We were the best friends. We chill. We skateboarded for years, man. You slept at my house, man. Your mother fed me, and thank you for everything. And I'm like, okay, great. That's amazing. You respect my mom? You respect my mom, so I respect you. That's all I need to know.
Uh-huh.
What's up,
That's
man?
the link
Let's
in
make friends
command.
again.
I was
Maybe
like
it's just
that. That's
me.
how I was when I got out of prison. Big Chill, like you totally correct because it was so many people I was running into that remembered me and had all these stories, and I was like, yeah, I don't even know you. I don't know you at
Uh-huh.
all.
I don't remember, bro. I got my brethren, the guy I
Yeah,
brought on live before, the Rastafari guy, my brother D, the tall brother, man. We've been friends for 40, almost 50 years, and he's my time of reference. Anybody comes to me and says their name and they tell me a great story, I'm like, bro, I can't even fucking remember that. I gotta call him and say, yo, who's this fucking person that said they live in our hood back in the day? They know. And he's like, yeah, don't you remember that's so and so's cousin, or that's Jenna's daughter, that's her son. And I'm like, holy man, I don't know how people remember all this shit. I don't
yeah,
know, but he's like, man, he's like, yeah, we went to public school with him in grade 4 and grade 5. Remember? I'm like, what? You went to his birth? I'm like, okay, I believe him. I believe my brother. Whatever he tells me, I believe. But I don't believe my mind sometimes because I didn't remember the dude. I'm like, bro, I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
You could have
And
made
it's
up
not happened
something and
once
thought
or
it
twice.
happened.
But I talk to everybody, right? I build relationships
Uh-huh.
with everybody. So I'm too friendly. I can't remember everybody, man. But I
Yeah,
remember your
but why I
face.
was bringing it up was because of like the big conspiracies on how we try to guess what's going on the big picture a lot and can think is this and think is that, but it can really be something that we didn't even ever think of. or something that was helping us out, and we thought it was beating us up.
We don't know anything.
It's
Yeah, we
always
just
something. Like no matter how you look at it, it's always something you created from bits and pieces of other things that ran concurrent with that thing right there. So it's like,
yeah,
Because you really know.
unless you had first person interaction with that person or with that group or with that company or whatever, it's just hearsay. And some of the things that we have heard or have seen are just snippets of what's chosen to be shown. You know,
yeah,
there's not, we don't know the whole story in a lot of cases.
We giving
The
the
yeah.
thing about conspiracy
headlines.
is the
I would just,
conspiracies are usually connected to another conspiracy. So that's why it's like, hold on,
yeah,
let's just focus on this. Let's
yeah,
focus on this. Teach me
yeah,
about this. Don't bring me over here and then over here and over there. Because hold on. I gotta focus. Because that's the thing about conspiracy, and it keeps you chasing your tail. So you think you believe, but really you're still investigating. And okay, I'm in on it, but I don't really know everything.
yeah.
But you're still learning.
But
You know
I
what I
know
mean?
this
And
is
that's the
over
whole thing.
here and that it exists. So I'm gonna see what it's a
Some
little
things
bit
are
about.
real in the conspiracy,
Good.
though. That's the thing,
Oh
right?
no,
There's
for
some
sure,
things
for
that
sure.
and I don't know if conspiracies are real or not. I'm not making
No,
that judgment, but I'm
no,
saying
I'm just mostly talking about the how we will go into a fear-based reality or not be fear-based reality based off when we looking around. Oh, is everybody trying to get me like right now, kill
Yeah.
me, or is that really not the case?
As soon as you create that, like mushrooms show you that how your thoughts create reality. That's what they show you. They show you that all the time. You can have one thought, who is God? And then mushrooms will show you who God is to you. And then they'll go beyond that and show you who God is to everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that's even like what we do in reality when we walking around and we thinking of certain things. We try to find the highest aspect of that thought or that idea. You know, it's it's so hard to explain. It's so hard to explain,
you
but
think they're against you or for you, but really they're with you regardless. We are all together. Whether people believe in your logic, they're against you or they're not, but we are all together, man. You know what I mean? We're with each
and I
other, man.
and I think even through life and death, we all together. Like something
Yeah.
can really be coming and seem like it's supposed to do that, take you, and it probably is supposed to, or probably not supposed to. But like the bigger picture of us being spirits and being human beings, just experiencing, plotting each agendas out for each other that we don't even know we plotting, like leading each other on certain paths. Somebody just happened to become your best friend at this certain time, and then y'all created this whole business or all these awesome vacations and adventures. Like, was that really random, or was like it plotted out that way from somewhere else?
yeah,
It was a conspiracy, man. It was a conspiracy that you conspired on the other place. You created this conspiracy
Mm-hmm.
here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yep.
yeah, and that's what it like because and the way we even do it, like the way we even create the reality as we go along, like the way we grab things and we take this and we put them in little boxes. That's why I used to like when Exile talk about, you can't put everything, you put it in the box, or he was saying something about putting it in the box. And that's the way I look at it now. It's like we putting things in all these different boxes, but we don't understand those boxes is like a box with one big name on it. You feel me? And
Yeah,
everything
big
in
name.
that box. Yeah. So anytime anything comes up that's close to dealing with whatever in that box, we go straight to that box.
Mm-hmm.
We don't go outside of that box because we already got things right there in there. And it's
A
like
comfortable
weird. Like,
symbol.
yeah. Like the things that like with love, how we feel about love, and how we feel about hate. Man, I was like tripping out because I was like going, damn, man, like when you really think about it, right and wrong don't exist. It doesn't exist. There's no
No.
such thing as right and wrong.
As soon as you said that, the Wiz Khalifa song was running through my head. He was like, "But I know I ain't living right, but it feels good. Yeah, I know I ain't living right, but it feels good."
Yeah, and that's because there's right and wrong really don't exist. Because they tell us right and wrong exists to the point to where you won't get punished until after death. That's the story they gave us. If
Ain't
you do
that
something
convenient?
huh?
I said,
Hey,
ain't that
Vitamin E.
convenient? What's up, man?
Convenient.
I said, ain't that convenient? You're not gonna find out until after you die.
Yeah, after you die. Meaning you gotta take this whooping that we giving you into your death. You gotta try to be good. While we whooping you, you gotta be good. Because if you
don't
don't,
even know what good is.
yeah, you don't even know what good is.
Maybe this Earth place here is just like a boot camp, man. Getting you prepared for the next place. This is just look. It can't be easy, right? Like boot camp. You know when you're doing boot camp, man.
Yeah.
You want to do it. You want to get through. You want to make you a better person. But while you're doing it, man, fuck, it's hard.
Hey,
It's
but
hard, man.
you know what you always
sweat,
see
you
from
bleed.
you know
That's
what you
I
always see from the person that was disrespecting the boot camp though. Sometimes they become a star, and everybody else just be still in boot camp.
That's the thing
Yeah.
too. We think when we go there as an individual, but it's not about individual success. It's all about teamwork and group work. So
The solar
you
system
learn
of
something while you're there.
stars.
You go by yourself, individual person. But when you leave with with a gang of friends that you make for life. Whether you're gonna see them later on, but you know what I mean? It's like a
Yeah.
collective. You go there by
Yeah,
yourself. You have to
yeah.
train yourself for it. But even they tell you, they say, no, don't, because when you run, it's not time. It's not about running. Who can do the obstacle the fastest? It's who can reach the end with the most other people, because it's teamwork. It's not all about you. It's about us. You know what I mean? It's a weird thing to say because we got to be selfish to survive.
Yeah.
To be
Feel like
humble, it's
because even
hard.
like it's weird because even if
But it's not
you
a
make
race.
it about us, like
Yeah, it's not a
you're
race.
still making it about you because the us feeling
Yeah.
gives you a certain feeling about yourself.
Because when I
Mm-hmm.
said star,
Sharing
sorry,
yourself.
True. I say when I
Yeah.
was saying star, I was thinking about everything is made out of stardust. A star is a group of
Hey,
nebulous, just
that's a
on where
book
you see in yourself.
Yeah,
that's
we're
a
all
book
stars.
I'm reading right now.
We
A
are all
Carl
stars.
Sagan or something.
No, this is like Rebecca Campbell. It's called Letters to a Starseed.
Oh, cool. Rebecca Campbell.
Yeah.
Never heard of
Let
her.
me see if I can. Right here.
There's to a star seed.
Right here in front of me.
Where it got that triangle. I think that's the
Yep.
fire one. No,
That's
fire
what
has the
some
line
believe.
going through it.
A star. When the
Yeah,
star
man.
fall into a black hole, then it creates a soul, and we are born. Or else, when our soul is gone, I know
Oh,
people
that
talk
is
about
fire.
afterlife and go to the
Sorry.
ghosts and
Yeah.
become reincarnation, but some people believe that we become, like dwarf planets. That we start the cycle. Like maybe now we're bodies, but we could
Mm-hmm.
either planets before or we're going to be planets. I don't know that cycle. I've never experienced that cycle, but I can't deny somebody's experience. It sounds very interesting. If you believe that we become like a sun or we came
Uh-huh.
from a sun, that's pretty powerful. And who's to say how our form can change? Because when we leave this body, people say that so many other things happen. Some people turn into trees and bicycle seats and animals. We might
Hey,
Yep.
all turn
according
into a
to
plant.
astrology, if you look at it a certain way, we're nothing but the projections of a bunch of planetary energies projected on Earth.
Yeah.
Mm.
Just living out the experience when you mix them together and make it a human
That's
being.
Yep.
basically what this says.
We
Oh,
the hey,
cool.
It's
hey
amazing.
it's weird because we come in formless
Mm-hmm.
and then we take a form and like that form has a story. And it's like that's why I always ask myself now, like, okay, what story are you playing? Like what person
Mm-hmm.
are you playing out this time?
Mm-hmm. And I always go,
And
this
look at
too
that
shall
form.
pass.
And look at
This
that
Yeah,
form, eh?
that's good to say.
Little 1 foot little creature
the
with
five
big googly
star
eyes,
dream catcher.
got legs and arms, but you're like not even a foot long. You're so friggin' tiny. You can't speak. You can't do nothing. And then over, say, 70 years, you get like 6'3". Your bones, your brain, everything grows like, I'm not saying evolution, but from that little baby creature, you do evolve. You don't,
Yeah.
you learn, like, regardless if you're coming from another life and babies know things. I'm not going there, but I'm saying you're fresh here. This life you haven't learned yet. When you look at a baby and you think, wow, it's amazing what kind of life you're going to live. You're going to see
Yeah.
things that I can't see. It's going to be
Yeah.
amazing. We're here now
And it
together.
came out of you.
And it came out of you, or we helped create it. Yeah, man. It's like I
Yeah,
said,
Crazy.
birds
and
out
you
of a
watch them grow, and just to watch a baby grow and how they go through life, as they learn it
Amazing.
from the beginning to the end, you just be like, whoa, like they don't treat everything as what you think it is.
Yeah.
Already
You
got a
can learn
label.
from them.
It's crazy,
Yeah,
bro. When you're in
They
that
can
area
balance you.
40 years, and you see these kids that you seen the day their mother brought them home from the hospital as a baby, and they're like 25, 28, 30 now, and I'm like, man,
Wow.
you make me feel old, but you know what? It's beautiful to see what you've become, and they just need that. It's like, I tell them, man, I say, I know your struggle's been hard, but look where you are now, man, and it's amazing from where you came, and never forget where you came from.
And
You
you
know what
know
I
what kids do, True?
what?
They remind you.
mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember my first acid trip. My daughter woke up. This was a while ago, long time ago. Woke up, so I ran across her, and everything she was doing just seemed on point, like it was what she was supposed to be doing. I was like, you
Mm-hmm.
know where I am right now, like how I'm thinking, and what I'm going through. And we was like, did
Yeah.
some little dance. I was like, all right, trying to go. I had somebody else put her to sleep, but the interaction was just totally psychic, but real
Yeah,
apparent. It was just
Yeah.
there.
it's
Yeah.
phenomenal. Like even with kids, like babies and stuff, they like touchy feely.
Mm-hmm.
Like and just from those touches of you touching a child, it gives them a like
They
information.
understand stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Mm-hmm.
they feel you. They it's weird. I did that on mushrooms, and
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and it was like, you need to go in there, and it's like, nah, I don't want to go in there. And I got to thinking all this Bible stuff that be going, and then what's name? He went off and he took his son up there, and God told him to kill his son. It's like, bro, look, I'm
I
not
don't want to
going
have
in
to
there.
go there.
Yeah, and it
It's a
was like,
I remember
like,
when I
no,
first seen that story, it really like took me back. It was like I was young, but I'm like, what?
Did
yeah,
y'all see the
yeah. I
movie
was like,
Year One?
like the what's one?
Year
Uh, th-
one?
Year One with Jet Black and
Yeah,
Michael Cera.
No, I
yeah,
never
that's my
seen it.
favorite movie. One of my favorite.
Yeah, they saw and stopped him. They was the only reason that he stopped because Abraham was fully convinced. They was like, "No, we're angels." He told us to not. You told us to tell you not to do it.
And that's the part I took from it though. It was like as much as I looked at it as like this is crazy, I looked at like how far we can actually go. Like,
With our minds,
yeah,
Yeah,
like
with our
we can
imagination.
do anything.
people
Like,
still kill they kids today in the news. Like, and you see they say, "Oh, the devil told me to do it," like drown my
yeah, the
kids or
devil.
something like
No,
that.
that's just fucked up.
Wow.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, that's
but it
crazy.
was it was different because I went in there and I put my hand on him, and it was like an exchange of energy that
Hmm.
just was like, it was weird, bro. It was like I gave him me as he was giving me
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
himself. Like, and he was
Hmm.
asleep, but I could feel it. Like
Hmm.
it was far out. It was far
Yeah.
out, but
I
like.
touch my
You got
son all the
power,
time, just
man.
like that.
You
I,
got
I was
power.
I was I was tripping. I said, man, cause it'd be so much, like 150,000 people die every day in so many different ways, right?
Yeah.
And it kind of makes you think, bro. I always think to myself, like, okay, is there really not going off your own accordance of what you feel, but what's going on and everything that we see that's going on today, not the stuff that we put out our mind and we don't want to see, but no, we know is bad people. Is there really an actual meaning to life?
Yes,
I'll tell you when you
and
get to
no.
this time.
Yes
Let's talk
and
about.
no.
Yeah, yes and no, exactly.
I think life is a degree of laughter. Like you either laughing or you're not.
Yeah,
Right, because polarity
yeah.
is about because polarity has degrees. So yeah, you either laughing or you're not. That's what people get tight about. They're like, why can't I figure this out? Because it always has an opposite. it, it always got another way. Like, you know what I'm saying?
10 other ways, huh?
Gotta be a
Yeah,
Yeah,
balance.
true. Because I've been
just
in those
multiplying.
trenches. I've been in those trenches
Just
of nihilism, or is it nihilism? I always get it too confused. And that's like
Uh,
thinking that nothing means anything. That like nothing means nothing. Like as soon as you attach the meaning to something, that's just because you making it up, you putting meaning on
hmm
it, but really that doesn't exist either. So why even do that? Like it's all for really like nothing. It's all just
Hey,
randomness happening and stuff.
because
That's the beauty I see.
like
yeah, it's
because like people gotta realize it's a gift to act. It's a gift to do. That's why we always looking for reasons, and it's cool because that's the point.
and I'm going all these different. It's like you the formless, and it's all these different forms. Which one will you choose?
Right. It's really cool.
It is. That's why the
Got the
mushroom
Ben
showed
10.
it to me with literal actors and stuff. To the point where I
Yeah.
didn't want to talk about it because it was like the mushrooms. For some people, it feel like when I watch them, they take mushrooms, then they convince themselves that that didn't happen, or things that they was talking to them about themselves during the trip didn't happen. But for me, I correlate things so to a wide degree already in my mind that when I go on journeys, it's like I'm not really shaking anything off, but dealing with it. So I literally seen actors and stuff. So now every single form that an actor could mean, a spirit, a feeling, emotion, every art piece that I'm looking at, the conversation I
Right.
have, it just keep relating back like yes, yes, uh-huh. Just
People be
simple,
like,
no
why
explanation after that though.
people be like, why you acting like that? Why are you doing that? And like before I used to have to give meaning for it in a way that it was like I felt like I shouldn't be being different things. But now I'm like, oh no, I'm just playing my character. Or
Yeah.
that's just being what it is. Like that's just being what it is. Like I be trying to tell people, you see that thing? Or you see how they are like they can't be that's what it is. That's what it's being. So everything that's coming from it, that's because that's what it is. That's what it's being. Like
Yeah.
you keep trying
It's
to
like
change the meaning of a being.
Uh-huh.
you get to the point, like I got to the point to where I don't even want to say. I just okay. I want to have the experience you having.
Yeah.
If you experience that airplane as a UFO, I want to see it as one too.
I was going through that about my girlfriend. I was like, I want to experience like what it is for your life and stuff like that, like on some deep shit.
So you can really tap into them because you became them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Because I'm instead of me beating my head up against the wall trying to make them become me, it's like I'll just become them.
Yeah,
Yep.
somebody I was in this conversation with somebody earlier and they were like, you must be a hold on, I'm gonna go back to the text real quick. It was basically like you're like a psychic. And I'm like, I was trying to explain to them that I don't think that I'm a psychic, even though it sounds cool. I mean maybe, I said maybe, but I I'm so open, which means I bring so how do I say this? I bring less to the table when being around another person, which helps me read them in a greater way because I brought less of me. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like so
yeah,
then you can really tap in, like what y'all saying, like seeing what they see. But you could kind of do that when you take yourself out.
There's not as
You could
many
do it even
spots on
more.
your mirror.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Not as many
Because
spots. Excel.
And it works great. I mean, sometimes it works too good because there's too many connections. Like it's like, dang, I can relate too much. Like
yeah, yeah.
Like this gonna
And
change me forever.
and to and to anybody though, you can relate to anybody. You can
yeah,
from a
anybody.
2-year old to a 90-year-old. You can
Yeah,
step in their shoes and go, "Oh wow, okay."
yeah, yeah.
This is what you
Yeah.
see.
It's like a blessing, but at the same time, if it could be too much if you still got to leave room for you. Like you don't want to wipe the whole
Man,
mirror.
that's part of the journey, though. Going feeling like
Yeah,
that.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
why I said that this too shall pass. That's why I keep having to tell myself.
yeah.
It's bittersweet. It's like you don't
Oh,
want
let
it
me
to
turn the
pass,
microphone.
but you do want it to pass because you wouldn't be able to pass to the other thing if you don't let that pass.
But I'm gonna go
Like,
in Discord and out because y'all bleep it in and out for me.
oh, okay, yeah,
It's a little hard
life is
sometimes
fun.
for somebody with a size
Probably just my headphones. Oh, I actually got to
12. I tried, and
test.
it is hard for
You
a
messed
size
up your
17.
feet.
Oh, when I was young, 14, 15, I used to try to wear 12 and 13s. They worked for basketball, but not for football. I mean, not for skateboarding. Football and basketball, yeah,
No,
but my
not for
feet,
skating.
not for skating. Skating,
Because you got to flip the board.
size
You don't want your shoes to be big.
size 16 Shaquille O'Neal's. They were a little bit big, but I grew into them. Yeah,
Dang, what the heck?
the
Nah,
only shoes I could buy from Walmart, size 16s, 15s, even were hard to get. You had to order them from Collegiate.
dang.
Hey,
Yeah,
you
you
know
never.
y'all got a Burlington where you in Canada?
Ah, that sounds familiar. Burlington. I think we
He a
do. We
real
Brother,
actually
catcher.
we have a
It's
town
like
called Burlington, but I think we have the Burlington store. I believe we do. Yeah. What do they
because every
sell?
time I go, they sell everything. Like
They
they're
do.
almost like a thrift store. Like they take everything you like and sell it for cheaper. But they always have like size 16, 17s. I'm like, what the
yeah.
heck? Y'all sell
Like who
everything.
wearing
Yeah,
these?
same with Winners. Winners, man. Whenever I go to Winners, I check in the shoe section. If I see any size 17, 18s, like nobody buys them. They're there forever. But if I know someone
Right.
with Bigfoot, I'll call them and get them, or I'll buy them. They'll be like $40. I'll take them online and I'll sell them for 350. If you have size 18
Dang.
shoes, yeah, over $200 easy.
What?
That's Canadian money.
All right, I'm
But
gonna look
any
that
big
up.
shoes, yeah, any big shoes. If you go to thrift stores or like Winners is brand new shit, right? That's like Winners
Yeah.
and Home Sense. I'm sure you guys got a Winners there. The girl
Yeah,
loves it. But
because
yeah, usually I get some good shoes at Winners. They got
I
size
always
15,
see them
16.
at the Nike outlet. I be seeing Jordan.
Yeah.
Not
They
up
be
here.
like size 15 and 16.
15,
It be like some
15
fresh.
Whoa.
maybe. Yeah, 15,
Yeah,
but
I seen some.
17, 16,
Yeah,
yeah.
one time I seen some phone posits. They was like a 16. I was like, who gonna wear these?
If it's British,
And they
I,
be, hey, true, they be the nicest ones, right?
Yeah, all the nicest ones. Being the huge
Hmm.
yeah.
extra long size.
They leave you sitting there thinking about it for a few minutes, like,
That's
nah,
why I
can
like
I do that? I
Adidas,
can't do
man.
that.
Adidas
I,
don't make those
Word.
banana shoes. All the other shoes
Yeah,
when you have long feet look banana. But the Adidas torsions or something, Adidas usually make really good shoes. Like I like my Pumas and
yeah,
my feet is long. My Pumas I like my feet to look long. But like the Reeboks and fucking the British ones, the English ones, and even Adidas because they're like sort of European, they don't make them as long because you don't look like clown feet. You know what I mean? Come on,
yeah,
man.
Yeah,
Clown,
Pumas
but
are weird.
yeah. Adidas my
Pumas are hella
favorite. I'm
skinny.
right there with you.
yeah,
What you
man.
say about
Adidas.
Pumas, Exile?
I said Pumas are hella skinny. What's up with
Well,
that?
that's what I said. Yeah,
They
Pumas and my
are.
Pumas are like looks like banana because my Pumas are all low cuts and they're all suede from the '80s, man. I got old school Pumas, man. I even
that,
got some
They got that
ponies,
long feel.
hey, you got
some
all your shoes parked in the garage.
ponies, man. Oh, I don't got a collection at all. I mean, they're old and worn. I can get some money for it, man. And I got some original Jordans from when he played for
Uh,
Carolina, the blue and white ones. They're dirty as heck, but my boy showed me a way how you could clean the
nah, that's
rubber.
a, well,
He's
there's a will, there's a way. I've seen
yeah,
a lot
he's
of
like, bro, you
videos
get
like that on
Mm.
TikTok.
$1,200. He's like, you
As
get
long
twelve
as you
hundred bucks
wore
for
them.
those shoes.
If you don't wear shoes for 8, 6 years though, and you try to wash them or something, they actually start to deteriorate to the touch. I was
Yeah,
like,
well,
Yeah,
what?
especially when you
you,
skateboard too, bro. I didn't skate in those Jordans, but I skate in every one of my shoes. My Patrick Ewings, red suede, purple suede. Oh man, remember the Ewings when they came out suede?
yeah,
Yeah,
Ewings.
those were my
You
Um,
gotta
all
keep your shoes in
basketball.
the box, bro.
Skateboarding
You
shoes.
gotta keep them in the box. If you don't keep them in the box, they'll even get hard. Like the rubber will get hard on the bottom. Like after about three,
yeah,
4
it's true.
years.
Hmm.
That's true.
I skated with all
Yeah, I'll
my.
just
I
wear
put
Because
mine.
the air is aging it.
I wore them till the end.
Hey, y'all know, I lost my headphones. That's why I got these other ones when I was making that drone video out in the park. And I was like, I went through all the realities of accepting it. It was like $375 headphones my girlfriend got for me 2 years ago on Christmas. It was Bose. And I was just accepting, like, I gotta use these crappy ones because it was too dark by the time I went out there. And it's like no lights, it's like literal forest out there. But tell me how I was in that mode of acceptance, and then I got a Instagram DM saying, "Hey, did you lose something valuable to you?" And I'm like,
Yes.
"Huh? I lost my wallet a couple months ago, and I lost my headphones." And then she was like, "I'm gonna read the actual message because to find out how everything tied together." I was like, "Yo, that's on point." Oh, let me go to the message right here. It say, "Are you from NorCal? Any chance you lost something pretty valuable recently? I'm pretty sure I found something that belongs to you." I said, yep, headphone, blah, blah, blah. At first, I was like, score, have good karma. I just got the headphone hookup. But as it turns out, it was your good karma. What was lost has been found. Did someone steal your stuff? And I said, no, I was hiking and all that stuff. So that's how I give her something. And she said, no, I'll just give it back. The reward is in the value of returning. But how she found it, when you turn on the headphones, it says, trying to connect to Just Ty's iPhone. And she said at first she ignored it. And then she said, wait, I think I should look that up because I never heard that before. And she Googled it and then it popped up. I was like, oh.
Wow.
So you
That's an amazing story. That's great.
got a new
You
sub?
remind me of when I was in
I've got a new
you ever-
sub. And she
you ever
into
been on a
yoga and
cruise?
everything. She run a wellness center.
Nice.
y'all ever been on a cruise?
No,
Man.
not yet.
Yeah, man.
So the cruises, you just reminded me of something. It ain't as cool as yours, but you reminded me of something. I went to the cruise port. Like the cruise will drop you off at certain ports, Jamaica, whatever. A bunch of basically pedestrians and voyagers, and So basically, there's thousands of people out, and as soon as I get there, I take a break with my family, and I put my phone down. Now this phone had at the time. Matter of fact, I'm looking at it. It's right here in front of me. But this phone has so much information on it. I love what was in this phone. But I put it on the table. I turned around for like maybe 30 seconds. Phone gone. Boom. So I'm like, I was going through that same stuff. Like, should I panic? Should I whatever? And then I went through that acceptance, that acceptance feeling, which was like, it is what it is. So then other people, you ever wonder, like, I mean, you ever see how other people will panic for you? And you're like, no. Like, I've accepted it. It's good. So tell me why, as soon as I'm about to get on a boat to go to this excursion on the other side of this place, what? Oh man, so there's this main point that's in the middle of this place that this guy runs it. He runs the land, like, because there's so many tourists. They're like basically like the police, low key, but he runs this thing. It's like a tower in the middle of it. So tell me why he just happened to be walking throughout all these people, and I'm just walking and I'm looking at him. I'm like, that looks like my phone. And then he's like, yeah, somebody just reported this to me. And you think it's really yours? So I had to go to this place, go to the tower, go through all this. They had like a bunch of security and all that stuff, but like basically I had to tell him my password, give him my ID, all kind of stuff, even though he was pretty sure I owned it. But it was like, it took me through, I ended up seeing so much stuff behind the scenes of this place. Like it basically took me through a whole journey. And then I got my phone back. It was like, yo, if I didn't accept it, I might have really lost it.
That's how I be feeling.
How much was that phone? $1,000, man? And everybody
Yeah,
knows
man.
phone, you lose your mind. So, hey, man, you did something good. Karma's amazing, and you got back. That's a beautiful story of synchronicity because you were just walking down there. It took circumstances of so many different things to put you in that place. That's amazing.
Yeah.
It didn't take nothing to lose it, but it took a lot to get it back.
Yeah, all the way.
It took acceptance. It took acceptance of what it was. and every outcome, like, okay, life is still okay. Life is still good.
Yeah, it's gonna be good, man. Even though we lost
Boom.
our wallet, no credit cards, no phone, no nothing, and you're on vacation,
It's
it's
like
gonna
once
be
you
okay.
accept the stuff, you start being able to create magic or do the magic.
Right, right. Because I felt like I was in a magical element. Like I felt like
Mm-hmm.
I was in whatever you call that, and it was just all like a dream.
Yeah.
Like
And you
you
guys
know
The
how
would
you
have
can
went
dream
in
feel
shit.
panic
yourself in
mode.
that frequency.
Mm-hmm.
If you
Damn,
guys
man.
would have went in panic mode, you would have went astray and went further away from the true outcome of getting your
Yeah,
stuff. So you
yeah,
didn't panic. You accepted it, and maybe that's the
Yeah.
part of healing.
I'd have just had
And
the
it
hustle.
found you. Yeah, it found you.
yeah, yeah.
Extra
It
hustle.
found you. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That is crazy.
Because when you panic or you do certain things, you're doing everything in that nature. So
Yeah.
that
What you resist,
panicking,
persist.
yeah. Like if you're gonna
There's a
act like
lesson
that,
there.
you're gonna be what that is.
There's a
Wow.
Yeah.
lesson there. Whether your mother's lesson or Ty, your girlfriend's lesson, obviously that lesson was for you guys. I don't know what it was. I can't determine it, even by you guys observing the experience. But you,
Yeah.
hopefully you got something out of it. Whatever it was, I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
hold on to your tighter, or there's a
It's a
Yeah,
beautiful.
but
lot. This thing
basically
was
what it
like,
made me do is when I got the phone, I had already accepted not caring for it. So it basically taught me a better relationship. I can have better relationship with things that how do I explain it? Like,
yeah. X I
you
was
can
saying
let it
something
go.
about X I was saying something about resistance or not
Mhm.
What you
resistant.
resist, what you resist persists, and it's a certain dispassion that you create.
Mhm. Like not trying to be like a parent. So hard you become the parent. Like you can go in that direction too. Trying to resist it.
Magic
You
don't work
still
from overthinking. That's how you
well
usually mess
chaotic.
up the spell. That's how you usually have the
Yeah.
flask blow up or something. Like, oh man, I
Technology
said it
withdrawal.
wrong.
Technology withdrawals. You lost your
Mhm.
$350 headset, very expensive headphones, everything. Phones are very expensive, but not just the value of it, it's what it means to us. Maybe the phone is a little bit more important than the headsets because of its value, the headset's okay. But the phone is basically an extension of you, personal photos, information. Even if you get a new phone, it doesn't have like that phone. If you're able to upload it, cool. But if you lose it, all that shit is lost. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, so
Technology,
was
it's
the
like that.
Yeah.
headphones. This
Yeah.
is my
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
telepathic device.
So that's what I'm saying. It was part of
Right.
you. It was an extension of you. Even though it wasn't connected to you, it is connected to you. You
And
know
the
what I
bass
mean?
is so
Right.
deep on it, they make it feel so real
It
compared to
scares
these
me.
headphones.
It scares me to think, like, if a war happens, okay, aliens, okay, we can comprehend that shit. But like if we get one of those electrical bursts where the phones and people can't go on their Facebook or use their devices, I know about 100 people around me that will go batshit crazy. That will literally
I think
go
they
mad.
kind of, I think they're kind of making some defenses against that on the
Yeah, they
towers and
better.
everything.
They
Which
So
better
mean
because
that
defenses.
so that if it's like a solar flare, they have like
Yeah.
certain gear around equipment so it won't get wiped out.
But you
yeah,
see, you
I'm trying.
understand how crazy that is? What he's talking about, though. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, man.
why?
yeah.
It's crazy
That's
that
why
we
I'm
gotta
hoping
build a
that we working
defense.
on it.
Like the defense, it should be like any other thing. Like, oh yeah, just so it won't go out. But no, the defense is for us. Like people can't handle not having their phone. Not
Because we need
everybody, but
information. Yeah, we need
Yep.
information. If we can't tap online and see what's
That's why
happening in the
soon we're
world,
gonna put the phone inside of us.
turn on the TV, we're fucked. If we don't know what's going on and we just see the lights in the sky and shit, what the fuck? How am I going to communicate? Even ham radio, like
hmm
even
Hey,
ham
Big
radio.
Chill, that's gonna go so far though. We're gonna put the phone inside of ourselves. That
Well, yeah,
feeling ain't
that's
gonna
next year.
stop. It's gonna evolve.
Yeah, that's the brain chip. We were talking about that the other day.
You know how many surgeries are gonna be? Like
Bro,
that's
100,000 people,
entering the body like a mug.
100,000 Americans and thousands of Canadians are already signed up to get that neural chip next year when
Yep.
it comes. Possibly it
Yep.
might be out by July.
Yo, Canadians is something else. Y'all go everything what the government say.
No,
Is
no,
that
no, no,
true?
not really, bro. Not really. We're doing the Freedom March now. Is that influencing the world? Okay,
I'm
there's
thinking
a lot of
about like
people
with the
that think
regulations and stuff like that. Like I was just
freedom is
watching something. They
we
saying a
don't
lot of
listen
the
to
people just comply, like the young people talking out against it, but a lot of the older people just like, yeah, let's
we do
keep
what
going
we
with
want.
these regulations.
Yeah, if you want to obey, you can obey. If you don't, you don't. I mean, we don't have guns, so we can have protests in the street and walk with guns. We don't need guns.
Oh, that's that's safe.
We have our mind, so we use our mind. We have the right to protest. I mean, we're not going to go into Parliament and take over the Parliament like what happened in Washington. But maybe
Canada
we
sounds like a non-chaotic United States
look
in
what
a
the truck
sense.
drivers are doing now, man. They're closing down the whole country and without even violence. And now they're trying to say they're not giving them gas, giving them food in Ottawa. But you know what? People are going and giving them food, giving them gas, and they
Mhm.
can't stop us. If we want to go,
Right,
people are going and giving them gas because you can't arrest us because we're not protesting.
right.
Protesters aren't allowed to leave to get gas, to get food, but that's okay. You know what? We're going to take
I'm
care
just
of this.
starting some.
And it doesn't matter if I believe in what they're doing or not, but I believe in their ability to do what they want to do. So I will feed them and I will do whatever I can for them because they're freedom. It's a freedom movement. It's not about the V. It's not about this. It's not about that because 80% of the truckers are already V'd. So it's not really about that. It's about freedom. It's about the choice. And now all over the world, Australia, Sweden, every friggin' where in the world, they're doing these freedom thing with the trucks. And it's not about different things because everybody's involved. It's about freedom, man. It doesn't matter what you want to do, what they're telling you to do. If I want to get vaccinated, then I'll get it. If not, whatever. And they're not saying don't do it. They're just saying give me the
Hmm.
choice. Fuck the
Yeah, I saw
mandates.
that.
We're free,
Yeah, that's
man.
different than
This is
America.
Canada. This is fucking Canada. We're supposed to be free.
Yeah,
This is the true
they just
freedom.
passed a law.
We don't claim our freedom here, never. But now we're claiming it. Don't force me to fucking take my kid. I'm vaccinated. But don't force me to my 8-year-old child. I'm not getting him. You don't want what? You're forcing me to do my child? My child doesn't finish developing till he's 20, 21, maybe 24, but I'll give it 20, 21. Until then, or until he gets 18, I ain't forcing him to do nothing. You know what I
You know what
mean?
it seems like too? It seems like we don't like it when the system that we know is not like, always the best. We don't like when they get greedy. We're like, all right, y'all already be doing a lot. When they start showing off and they start like really doing stuff, we calm them down in a sense, but who knows?
Who knows?
Well, that's the thing,
It
man.
just no,
That's
it
the
was
thing.
just a thought I ran across because I was watching somebody podcast earlier. They was from
For all
Canada.
the things that's going in the world, that's the thing that is doing the worst to this world is separating financial. The rich are getting richer and the poor and even the middle class and the rich are getting poorer because that in between space is getting huger and huger. The
No,
richer
the
is
thing that's
consuming
happening,
more of
Big
the
Chill,
wealth.
is inflation.
Not sharing.
The
Yeah,
inflation is
is
happening in the past 2 years. My mom was
yeah.
just telling me how the price of food is going up in Philly. She was asking me, did I notice over here? I
The
said I
wages
probably
are
didn't take
staying
too
the
much of a
same.
notice right now, but
Oh, you notice it,
yeah.
man. That's what
It's because
the
the
other day.
value of the dollar going down.
Everything's so
Yeah, they
expensive.
printed.
You can't afford to make home. You know, they say like, yo, man, that's some homemade food, man. Some soul food. You can't afford to make soul food nowadays, man, because it's too expensive. It's
Man,
crazy.
okay, did y'all see what Biden just did though?
No,
What
tell me
Nah.
happened?
now.
He said his plan to fund crack pipe distribution and efforts to reduce drug harm. 30 million for crack
Oh.
pipes.
For crack pipe. Oh, fuck.
Wait, they're paying
I
for crack
found it.
pipes?
Man, it's gonna hand out free crack pipes. Look, here's the
Yeah,
It's
the
funding
There's
Biden.
crack
no
pipe.
way.
Wait.
hey,
There's
Hey,
Oh.
here's
no
why the
way.
Biden
Oh.
administration
yeah, that's true.
program will hand out free crack pipes
There's no way.
Yep, it's
There's
to
true.
no way.
limit
That's
infections
trolling.
among drug
In
users. The
Canada, they
Biden
hand out free
administration is
needles.
creating a
They
30
spend
million grant program for nonprofit to purchase harm reduction materials, including crack pipes and smoking kits.
There's
But
no
weed's
way. They're
still illegal.
trolling.
it's about time. It's about time they help the crackheads because all the heroin and the cokeheads are getting free needles,
You
free injection, free
He
this,
said
free.
help
What
the
about the
crackheads.
crackheads? The
They
crackheads got
are.
to go to the bridge. Let's help the
It's
crackheads.
crazy though.
God bless Biden. Good for you, Biden. Go
Yo.
crackheads.
Let's help the crackheads.
Yeah, we but we gonna help them by helping them smoke better.
That's fucked up.
I guess the crackheads probably will say it's good.
I know.
No,
Instead of putting all that money into a program that can help, like like help them revisit situations and traumas and actually rehabilitate them. That's the word I'm looking for. A rehabilitation
Hey, they
program.
say
They just say, "Hey, here."
they say
We
no
can't
one
get
left
no
behind, so they
we
can't leave the
can't get no
crackheads.
free weed pipes.
I
I know,
know.
eh? Ain't nobody giving us
I
free
had to pay
papers.
$20 for
I
this.
gotta pay $2.50 for a pack of 25 raw papers. Come on, man. I want to get some free
Now
papers.
they get
Shit.
to go get a whole free drug kit to smoke drugs though. To do
So they
drugs.
give
Did they
free
say
crack.
why, or they just said they're doing it?
Because they
Uh
put crack in the neighborhoods in the 80s. That's why. They just continuing
it's
their
a
plan.
It say the kits reportedly aim to reduce the risk of infections for people who smoke these substances with glass pipes. The harm reduction finding can also help the following. And it's like, wait, hold on.
Oh,
I
so
never seen nobody get infected by
yeah,
smoking
you know what they're
crack out
talking
of
about,
pipe.
true.
I never
What?
heard of that
Tuberculosis,
either. Just
hepatitis. Yeah,
needles.
I heard of that.
And they don't even smoke
Hepatitis
crack in
B.
needles.
When the homeless crackheads share their crack pipe, they spread hepatitis. You can't catch HIV or
uh,
herpes, but you can catch hepatitis 1 and 2, A and B, and also that other one I said at first too, from dirty stuff, right? When you pass
Yeah.
these things, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Crackheads
I'm,
are humans too, man. Come on.
I'm not saying that they're not, but I'm just going, okay, now you don't have to go in the store and pay $2, $3 for a pipe. You can just go get one for free. Like, watch around the places where they be giving away free at. A lot of people gonna be smoking right
Hey, take
there.
this. People still getting arrested for weed in some states. It's still not federally legal. Like,
Yeah,
what's that about?
A true
It's still not
crackhead don't need
federally
no
legal.
pipe. A crackhead can make a pipe out of anything.
I know, but every
Crackhead
like
has crack, he'll make a pipe out of his shoe, man. He don't give a
uh,
fuck. Give me the crack.
out here, like where they sell the pipes at, that's where you see a lot of them smoking at, like certain gas stations. You'll see them in the corner smoking. So
Yeah,
they
those
gonna be hanging around whatever that spot is that's gonna be giving away the free utensils.
little glass pipes, right? The straw pipe things.
Yeah,
My buddy had them in his store with roses. He was selling them,
yeah,
Ganny brother. Enough people were buying them. And I was in the store one day and I'm like, bro, you know what those are used for, right? He's like, oh, people give them away as gifts. There's roses in there. They're pretty. But I think maybe they smoke marijuana. I said, no, bro. They smoke crack and cocaine with that. They put the brittle in there. He's like, what? No, no, no. I don't mind marijuana. And he took that shit out of his store. He don't sell that shit. But stores around here, they know what it's for and they sell it. And they
yeah.
don't give a
Oh
fuck. But we
yeah,
don't
for
have too many
sure.
Oh,
crackheads.
you was looking that up, just
Yeah, I had it up while you was talking about it for some images and stuff like that. That's just
the
crazy.
10 crack commandments.
That crack shit was crazy, man. It killed the hood, man. Fuck, man. I hope that shit never comes back. That's why I know I seen the meth in America, but I never seen the meth up here. Nobody's smoking that shit. I mean, not in my town, in Hamilton and maybe London, there's meth heads, but in Toronto, no, man, still crackheads, coke heads, and heroin heads. But I don't see that meth. I don't know what meth is about. I don't really see meth head people, but I,
It's
I think it's like the crack era. But I hope
ain't meth
meth never
ain't
comes
meth
up.
just ice.
No, but like the chicken head people, the meth tweakers. Like I never seen
Yeah,
that.
yeah, but I'm saying is meth ice? Is
Yeah,
ice and meth the same thing?
I don't know about that. I don't know about that
Not
shit.
sure.
I don't know what
Because
ice is.
Yeah.
because back in the days, remember, when so-called the ice stuff dropped, and they was calling it ice because it was clear. Wait, let
Yeah,
me. I
that's the
gotta,
Glass.
same shit.
We
That's
never
the same.
got that up there. We never
yeah,
got that. I don't know about that shit.
Blog said it's the same.
That's definitely the same stuff. Google it.
See,
I
Yep,
am
I
like,
see it. Ice, also known as crystal meth. It came up right on
like people were
all
going
right.
healthdirect.gov.
Think
crazy up
about
here.
that. Look, think about that. Though. You see how they switched the name of it, and if you think
Yeah.
about it, Ice been around for a long time.
Yeah. Well, that Benylin DM cough syrup shit. That's what I'm saying. People were
Mm.
crazy on that for a minute. That's some kind of meth, but it's like liquid meth when you drink too much. But then you can separate the molecules in that stuff to get it more purer. People were doing the pharmaceutical shit off legal stuff.
Ice
But that
ice seem a
somebody
lot
was telling me
nicer
that was
than ice seem a
Yeah.
lot nicer than crystal meth.
It do,
I'm
but
just
I'm just
smoking some ice.
yeah.
that's
They
like
they switched the name.
is that like PCP? Something different? Because there's PCP up here in the 80s. The bikers had that shit up here. PCP.
And then they even got rid of the crystal again, went back to meth. Because I live out in Northern California, so out in Cohasset and stuff, it's a lot of people and they all living off in the woods and stuff. Like, that's their drug of choice. Like, even people with money. It's a wild thing. It's a story I heard from somebody that goes up there that has money. So she like run across different kinds of people.
Hey, look,
Like everything else, some people can
method-
control it. Some people don't.
methamphetamine was first made in 1887 in Germany.
I know methamphetamines, but I never seen meth.
Amphetamine and methamphetamine was made in 1887 in Germany.
Because there's pills, methamphetamine pills too. What? They're not
Oh,
that
Dream-
that was Japan in 1919.
1919? Oh.
Yeah, it was developed in Japan in 1919, but it was first.
See?
That's why they came up with all that shit.
It wasn't because of Pearl Harbor. You see, they bombed them because they created all the
Japanese
drugs.
had a lot of drugs going on.
Opiates. The opiates. They had the
The opioids, they had that for centuries.
Yeah.
The opiate come to that. Oh, your mic breaking up, True.
Before
the original silk market. The original silk.
So when they was doing their suicide missions, they was on methamphetamines.
They probably like, this is the mission.
What the fuck?
All in. Come on, what you talking about?
You got me
I
twisted.
practiced all my life for this.
Hey, okay, what was the meaning in that?
Take
That
out,
this is
take out at least 10.
just taking on that energy, that whole vibe, bringing it to this existence. Like all for what it's for, willing to die for your country, or even for your master,
For
your
what
sensei.
you believe in.
Yeah, but suicide
Yeah.
was a big part of their society. Like they didn't really grow old. They killed themselves with honor, whatever age they chose. If they want to live old, they could live old. But if they want to die at 40, 50 after they had enough children, they could honorably commit suicide with their sword. Like honorably. There's no dishonor. And they will be honored. So in battle, to kill yourself in battle, whether you're Viking or Muslim or Japanese, it's an honorable thing, you know, and your
It's an
family will be,
honorable discharge.
just like Taliban. If your kid goes and blows himself at the border, that family will be honored. Everybody in that community will help that family, and it's fucked up, but that's happening right now out there.
Yeah,
Not saying kids want to do it, but family encourage their kids to go blow them fucking selves up because the Taliban will honor their family, buy them a new house. You know what I mean? Give them some more
Remember the old joke on why they said I don't even think it was a real joke though. Why they said the terrorist excuse for blowing up 9/11 and stuff. They're saying they're gonna have 30 virgins in heaven.
Waiting for 70, bro. It's 70.
Yeah.
70?
70.
70. Okay.
70 birds.
And it was a joke going around back in the day. Say, hey, what if it's just the sex that they didn't want, like the gender they wasn't expecting?
Yeah, that's cold. That's cold. We live under a blanket.
We really do.
We live under a blanket of this is just not what it is. This shit is crazy. It's crazy.
I believe there's many levels to this shit. I'm not saying it's an onion, but maybe it could be a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. But there's levels to this shit.
A cabbage, Brussels sprout.
Some levels are going to be hard. Some's going to be soft, and it's going to be a little more hard. Maybe it's a little crusty. I don't fucking know, man. But there's so many levels I don't even know, man.
Oh,
only scratch
Big
the
Chill.
surface.
2 days, Big Chill. 2 days, your son gonna be on you.
2 days.
Yeah, in 2 days, your son gonna be on your case.
2 days. Today's what?
Yeah.
Right?
Yep, on the 11th. On the 11th, GTA coming to Nintendo Switch.
That is my bigger son. Yeah, man. That's my
Wow.
bigger son. He can pay for that himself, man. My little guy ain't enough to play GTA, man. He can't even play Fortnite or no game. He's all about Kirby and some Mario stuff. I let him play some Smash, but no shooting, no blood, no stabbing, no aggressive story.
Yeah, GTA coming to Nintendo Switch though, bro, on the 11th.
My son's got a whole gang of members, man. All these people he plays with over the years. Yeah, he's GTA hardcore. My
This
oldest son,
game is going to
21.
come out forever. It's been coming out since 2013.
Oh, hey, true. I thought you were talking about Valentine's Day, because don't forget, True, Valentine's Day is coming up. Don't let it creep up on you. I got to go today to get some stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't let it slide, man. We got to start for Valentine's Day. For
And as
mommy,
well,
too.
so I got my I got GTA 5 on the PS4.
Yeah, we
I got 2 CDs on the Xbox, and it's still downloaded, so you don't even need none of the CDs. The CDs ain't been touched; they got dust on them. So it's like
we all
and
gonna have to.
I
GTA
wrote it 3
5,
times too.
We all gonna have to.
yeah,
Yeah, one of these days.
Yeah, I got to hop on GTA,
I still
man.
have it right now.
Is over. My probation is over. I haven't played GTA in 4 years. I got in jail because I played too much before and got carried away. So I'm an adult. I can play what I want to play. So I'm gonna go back to GTA, man. Fuck
Getting
Fortnite.
Jeff for playing GTA.
I'm not allowed, bro. I get aggressive and different. I become a different character when I play GTA. It's
I
weird.
feel like you'd be good
So
at
do
GTA.
I.
yeah. You
My
go in
name in
character,
GTA
Big
is Big
Chill.
Smoke, man. I'm Big Smoke in GTA, man. That's why I used to
Yeah.
play Big Smoke.
Big Chill go into character.
Oh yeah, man. I'm right in that shit. I'm a chubby Latino brother, man. Oh yeah, man. I'm crazy.
What's all this? He said,
How many accounts you can have in role player? How many accounts you can have in role player at the same time? 5, 3,
so
2,
Ty,
1.
how the metaverse been?
I think
Not
Matthias
so
said,
good.
how many guns you carry?
They're
Matthias
taking a
said
dive,
something
True. Their stock is
Yeah,
diving.
because
It's
you
time to
gotta
real
give
fast.
tendency
Oh, the
to each attention,
metaverse?
so you know how
Yeah,
it works.
Facebook's diving. The stock is took a little dip. I mean, see if it goes even further. Maybe get in if you want.
Oh, true.
But yeah,
You able to hear Matthias?
sorry,
Nuh-uh.
Matthias. Go ahead, brother.
Hola, 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 hola. Pronto? Train?
Oh,
Oh,
wait, let
that's
me
why. No, but I
why.
wasn't cutting you off. He was saying something at the same time you were saying something.
I
You just
didn't hear
couldn't
him. I
hear
can't hear
him.
Matthias. Turn your mic up, Mateos. You're talking. You can't
My
hear you.
lollipop.
Lollipop, but that's it, bro. Your mic's messing up.
Lollipop, lollipop,
Yeah, I still can't hear
lollipop.
him.
Lollipop.
You can hear him,
Hey,
Ty?
hey, Mateos, I like to
Yeah, I
ask
can hear
you.
you loud and clear.
Mateos, I want to
Somebody
ask
can
you
hear
a
my
question.
dick.
Can I ask you a question, Mateos? How many
Yes,
licks
Matthias,
does it
can you
take
hear
to
True?
get to the bottom of the lollipop?
around 3.
3 licks? Okay.
I
Yeah, why
can't
not?
even hear him.
That is the only thing that you can do,
I
really.
left can't.
Hey, James
Like
Blake.
your throat gotta
yo.
express everything that you need to express, and goes to the chakras or whatever. I think like you get
I
the more
still
sound.
can't hear him. I went out and came back in twice.
I think he
Maybe
said
Do
it's
you
a
have him
that's
Changa.
muted?
I think he
Do you
said
have
it's
him
a
muted?
Changa lollipop.
Nuh-uh.
Is that Changa lollipop,
true.
Mateos?
A little bit.
A
Oh,
little bit.
why was he turned down?
Oh, he's
No, I was
sucking
high.
psychedelic lollipops.
Yeah, I know.
That's
Psychedelic
what we call
lollipop.
psycho lollies here, man. They're wild.
Yeah, I know. I sometimes I got to short too many things at the same time, and it needs to carry in a different kind of way to the different values that you each are getting through each action and containing each my meaning and morphology of the geometry that you are trying to express.
What?
All
It
I gotta
just seemed
say
like
is
you start going, starts
see,
start
senor,
speaking
see.
Spanish at the end.
I know you
Um,
I'm messing
Oh,
with you. I got the gist of what you're saying. Type it out.
I know we should have
But hey,
captions here. In these platforms, they should
True,
have
what was you
automatic
saying? That's the
captions.
future. I think if you click it on YouTube, captions should click up. I mean, should try to
Mateus,
like be automated.
you muted your mic, Mateus. You muted yourself.
yeah, he's trying to type it, I think.
Oh, I heard
Yeah,
him. He's talking into his
What's
mic.
up? What's up?
that's okay.
It's
But
a
hey, True, you
beautiful
was
thing.
talking about the metaverse.
Yeah, the
What
meta,
you was asking?
like how has it been?
Oh, um, who who just shared something? Who was that? Dre jumped into the general. He shared something I wanted to get into. He said somebody turned the art into like an online museum. Like so on CryptoVox, and like you can see it through your browser and everything. And it's wild because that was my first idea that I was actually working on for like 3 weeks, and then it got deleted because I was just fresh to it and I made something get corrupt and it deleted everything. But it was a VR museum that like people that I know can like we could all contribute to it and people be able to visit, put on their goggles and create a whole experience. Here it is right here. The one that Dre had posted. But I can't walk around my character though. I keep just running against the wall. I gotta figure that part out. But this is somebody's art room. And you could put on the goggles or you could just see it regularly through the browser.
Oh, there are monkeys. Monkeys and lizards with goggles.
Monkeys and lizards.
Yeah,
Listen,
with goggles,
that's
bro.
cool.
With like it's
It's,
ray
al-
vision, bro.
For
Yeah,
sure, they're out.
it's almost like VR chat.
Yeah, yeah.
So is VR chat basically the metaverse or not?
It's one of the biggest ones right now. It's just not in the news because everything is allowed on there. So it's people that's going in there and trying stuff out that's from the news and they be getting creeped out. They even getting creeped out though from regular metaverse stuff. I'm like, you ever how much time you ever seen anything weird in VR chat? Like people hanging out and like really seem like they hanging out.
Every time.
Yeah, it was a person that saw that on the news, and then I guess it must have been a bunch of little kids. They ran up
Yeah.
on her and was like making all these noises at her and stuff. And she was like, "Oh, I felt like I was being groped all over my body, and I
Yeah.
didn't know what to do." And said I didn't, so I just had to take off my helmet, and then I still heard them through the helmet, so I had to turn off the speaker.
Yeah,
was
because
like,
that's what. Because when you come in, like as soon as they see you, they start running up to you and be like talking to you and like sticking their hands, seem like they trying to touch you or something. But
Fuck
She
off,
wrote
man.
a
Get away
whole
from me.
article about it, and it was on CNN or something like that.
oh wow, she felt like she got molested,
Yep. She was
They got
like, it
groped,
was
she said,
made.
yeah.
She said it
virtually
was
groped.
made to make the mind not differentiate the difference. So I was in it.
Man, hey, that is
You're not the
wild.
one. Somebody actually filed a case for groping in the virtual. That's what caused the reporters now to get. I can't remember where it was, somewhere in America. Somebody actually had that experience and felt like they were assaulted. And like, I don't know how they felt like they're actually groped. She used grope too. But there's an actual case out there. Somebody has already filed a case. So people's like, oh, I could imagine in the virtual world when that, and it's already happened. Like it happened that
That is
somebody
messed
filed an
up.
actual case
You
against
shouldn't
somebody.
even be in there if you feel
Somebody
like
assaulted.
that.
That's right.
Yeah, it's messed up. But
And the
what can
thing
you do?
about it, if you spend a little bit more time in there, you can adjust the settings to create a safe space. You can even make it so you don't even hear the other people or see their avatars and just see the default avatars.
Hey, you
Yeah.
know
So
what's
you can
crazy?
go.
Oh yeah.
It sounds like I'm listening, and it sounds like y'all talking about life.
Yeah, just like life.
It's like,
Yeah.
you know
Cause,
what? Stay
'cause
in long enough, you can find out there's a safe place, and you can, like, it's just like now.
You got to make some virtual spray paint or
My voice,
something. So if you
baby.
feel threatened,
I need
you
your
spray
voice.
it in their face. So
hey,
all they see
vitamin
for
E.
like 30 seconds is
Okay,
like
when
green
the
and
more
blue.
talk the thing,
That's
more
possible, Big
energy comes
Chill.
out.
Yeah,
I'm
like a
not trying to
virtual
punish
pepper
you
spray.
yourself in some kind of
Hey, they
way.
could even
Just
like if I
you are
see Just
trying to
I
do
in there and
something.
Just I is like dressed like an alien, I could be like, hey, let me get that avatar and like you can like it's something you do to where you get their avatar. How you do that? You switch
Yeah,
you
but
be able to download their
dude,
avatar.
be
Yeah,
careful
it's
when you
called
do
they
that.
call it cloning.
Yeah,
Cloning, yeah, but
close.
some of these guys with avatars, they put viruses in their
Hey, Big
program. So
Chill,
if
I
you
got a
try to
whole
steal,
story for you
it
about
shuts you
that.
down. Yeah, be
Guess
careful.
what happened with me? I
Be
had a
careful.
perfect avatar. I told this story. I was talking to this guy, and we was talking about his LSD trips when I was in there, and he was like, "Yo, and he was saying how it was his experiences, but he gifted me this avatar because he knew the creator of that created it from this other country, and he was telling about the development of it. But it was this girl character, but you was able to change the reality so everything looked trippy and stuff, and it would just look like that forever. And it had like 5 different settings. But then I saw a Godzilla character like a day later, and I downloaded it, and then I couldn't switch off of the Godzilla character ever again. And then I couldn't log in, and then I had to literally make a whole nother account because that was the only thing that was allowing me to do was be Godzilla. I was like, they really
Because you
like put a virus in his
badges.
avatar.
Yeah,
And I
there's
lost my
programs
avatar. I really wanted that one. I never ran across it again.
Yeah.
and you're lucky they kill all your other avatars because that's why there's some sneak programs out there that like destroy your library and
Yeah,
shit.
basically.
Even if
Oh,
they're like,
and
"Oh
it's
yeah, you got my permission. You got my permission. Go ahead." No, it's okay.
Hey,
You got to
Big
get your
Chill. It's some other cool avatars too that's got so much magicianship in them that they warp your reality. And they put, if you inside of their circle or whatever, you will start seeing different things and you can't even control it. And it'll start glitching out. All these random memes will start playing. 3D objects start comparing out the wall. It would just be the most. I've recorded like 2 experiences like that. I was like, yo, I don't know
Free
what's
guy.
going on, but it's happening.
Hey, free guy, like when he put on the glasses.
Oh yeah, I was
yeah.
able to see that what other people was they wasn't an NPC, they was actually doing stuff with their character,
Yeah.
Well,
customizing them, going on
I was talking
missions.
to my niece. That's what my niece was telling me the other day. We were talking about that movie and with the neural chip that's going to happen. And I'm thinking like it's going to be easier for VR, but she was saying no, it's going to be like when you're walking around, you're
A
the
hyper
neural chip is
reality.
going to be able to see so you don't really see the building where the store is. You could see their virtual. So and even instead of looking on the ground and instead of seeing the garbage or the dirty wrapper, you'll see like little bunnies and it'll be like I'm like, yo, man, like these kids, they think she's only 22. And like, I'm like, yo, because she's seen that one and she's into VR shit. She's like, I don't know if I'm going to get the chip, but it all depends on what it has to offer. And I'm like, what it has to offer? Okay, what it has to offer. But
Oh,
even what they're telling you it has to offer, you don't know what's in the background. Just like all this intelligence is good for us, we know that it's all for collecting data. Free
But what if
hey.
you're able to play the lotto better, Big Chill?
It's
I
Yeah.
don't know, man. No,
a
no,
lot
man.
more interesting.
It's not all about winning. It's
Like
not
when
all
you
about
pick
winning, man.
the
It's fun.
No, I'm saying the fun of it. Like when you pick the numbers, it's a new way to pick the numbers. Like you gotta play this whole different type game. And then that's how you pick your numbers and stuff like that.
I'm Generation X. I don't
There
want
no.
nothing in my fucking body. But if you want to chop my
Hey,
leg off and give me
check
my
this
fucking
video
leg, I'll
out.
take it.
This video called Hyper Reality. I got the audio off so I can get copyrighted. But it's like I shared that in the Discord too. It's like an augmented thing, and this was made in 2016 before like a lot of this stuff was really promoted. Well, even mainstream like it is now. It's
Hyper
like I think
reality.
this is them just sitting on the bus playing the augmented reality game, but still able to see outside and what's
Yeah,
going on and
yeah,
stuff like that.
that's what my niece was telling me. It's not going to be
There it
sitting at
is.
home. She
It's
said it's going
all
to be
tied to the
any.
bus. Yeah,
Oh,
with
look
the
at yeah.
5G, we gotta get to like 6, 7G though, so we can like all be seamless with no buffering.
Just like see what you're showing. That's what she was telling me. Like you're on the bus and it looks just like that, and it looks normal. But if you have the VR on, it's gonna look like wow. That's exactly what. See, you're showing me like I was just saying. That's exactly what
Yeah,
she was
yeah,
saying.
that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to
But
go
as you're
along with
walking
you.
around the real world, not just sitting at home in a
Uh-huh.
pod.
That's
I'm
why I
like,
said the fear of VR is not that I shouldn't be that strong because that's not what everybody gonna be into. So you can't just
but
we
if you
literally
have
not gonna be able to force everybody like the movies. Like everything gonna be still here,
look at that,
just
look at
different.
3 dimensional. That's crazy. 3 dimensional stuff. That is crazy. But if you have the chip, you don't need the goggles and you don't need the gear at home. You can just
They
have the
coming out
chip.
with contact lens too.
It's fucked up, man.
I
Well,
wanted to invest in it. You well had brought it up, but I didn't have the stack at a time. That was the least you can put into it. But it was like funded by the government and everything. And you carry the battery or something pack in your pocket and just pop in contact lens.
for you.
I wouldn't say I would do it, but I mean, if it came to the point where all of you guys did it, man, I'd be like, I'm a follower, peer pressure, because you guys got it, I'll do it.
Hey,
But I don't know.
I
I'm
ain't
not gonna
making
be the
y'all do
first.
anything.
I'm not gonna be the first. But if you guys do it, I don't want you to be alone, man. I'll do it too, man. Whatever.
That is
But I
wild
do
right
it to at
there.
least
See,
5 of you guys do it.
oh,
What's up,
man.
friend?
And then you just
Well,
keep. But look how everything look. It looked like a video game.
I know. Yo.
I know
And you can
Ty's
turn
all
Stargazing.
it
jumping
off
and
and
down.
on. And you can turn it off and on. Look like
Yep.
he.
See, now look, you go at the church and you could see like some next level holy holographic, whatever you want. Oh, that
That's why they said Jesus gonna appear as a hologram. That's not
man.
a lie.
And like
Uh,
It's
saying,
not
man,
a lie. People
damn.
that go in VR for the first time, they shocked. I know what they feel because it's like going into trippy experiences. But after a while, it's like, yeah, that does exist. But like when people first go in VR and stuff, they like, is this real or not? So if people first go into a 8-10K VR set for the first time or augmented thing and see a hologram, they gonna be shocked. They gonna
Hey, Jay,
they don't know
we
what to
gotta
do.
we gotta make a song for like that NFT world.
Hey, let's do that.
You know what I'm saying? Like specific music that's like you want to hear when you're in that world. You know, the metaverse, all that.
Uh huh.
Oh,
It's
Like even,
Grimes and what's the other girl from London?
um,
FAKA Twigs.
yeah,
She called herself the Meta Angel in one of her songs.
Right on.
yeah. Like I'm
I
gonna
was
call
getting those vibes you saying.
when I get it all set up. I'm gonna have like the Vitaverse. That's why I'll be saying like I'll be having Vitaverse, Supplement City, all that type
so
of
you put
work.
music time when you play VR? You play music when you play VR time?
You can.
Do
That's
I
what
play
Marcus.
music?
While you
Do I
are
play music
playing
in
VR?
VR? No, I just let
Yeah,
whatever's playing in VR play.
there's music there?
Yeah, sometimes they got their own setting and stuff like that.
Oh,
Even
yeah?
if it's just birds and stuff
I
like that, I'm
really
like,
like
all right, I
yes,
guess
no.
this where I'm
Really
at.
like this.
Hey yo,
do whatever
Rance.
you like, Mateos. It's your world.
Hey Rance. When I came
Yeah,
in yesterday,
here.
when I
Yeah,
came in
your
yesterday,
world.
I had asked you
Yes,
what
I love
72.
you, babe. I love you. Suck your dick.
When I came in yesterday, I had asked you what 72 stood for, and you were like inhale. So I had made a song. So just know I'm writing a song called Inhale 72.
Wow.
Yeah.
Inhale 72 would calculate to 151, which is a choice. So just remember, it's a choice.
Got you.
That's
How
rare.
many shit you can trade? This is
Yeah,
Real
the
moments
game.
from side
I'm about
time.
to make I'm about to make songs off of all of y'all.
Now we're gonna have that whole summer album on the way.
Facts.
I've been
Facts.
thinking about it the last 2 weeks. I was just like, all right, I gotta see if they serious. I was going to post something on the Discord today. That was literally my goal, so it's cool you bringing it up.
every time I get like I be wanting to get back into making music, but I don't know. I'll be like,
Yeah, I'm about to get back into it. Cause before I started like writing to music, I was making my own music. And then when I realized that like when it came to like who got
I just want to freestyle everything.
credit for stuff, like I realized that if I went into the
I
studio,
don't feel like I can fucking create music like you are creating music, vitamin. I love your music and I love your voice and it's
thank you, man. I appreciate it.
yeah, and it's kind of like you gotta and the way that you sing and whatever is like to be fucking right, you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it doesn't come in enough style. It's just like little vibes because you can cut it in so many ways that it becomes so tiny that you can't even express it, you know.
yeah. Thank you. I
And
appreciate
with the directions of monetary balance, affection, and whatever
it. Yeah.
relation,
That's why I
nature,
wanna that's why I'm
gravity.
getting back into like making the sound so I can sing to my own sounds because that's how I got into music. I would I would make all my music from my mouth and from things around me, and then I would record it, and then I would put it in GarageBand and just go like that. It was just natural. But then I found people that made music, and I just started writing to their music. But like, there's nothing like it when you can write, when you can play the music and write to the music.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
whole psychedelic experience.
Yeah, that's
Opening
me and
yourself
record
up
them
to the
like
flow.
design.
yeah,
Link with brother Nobby, man. Get some nice
yeah,
soulful beats.
yeah,
And he already know. I don't even have to say nothing, man. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying.
I just wrote
Definitely do it,
Nobby yesterday.
do it, Vitamin, because you're definitely talented, man. The only thing we have against us is time. We
Right.
might have the same thoughts in 5 years, but we don't
We got
know.
all
I'm
the
not
time
saying
in the
nothing.
world.
You have the power, man. Yeah, and you have the talent. So yeah, man, definitely follow through with that, brother. You're a talented individual, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you, man.
Real respect, man.
How you doing, Alley Cat?
Oh, hello.
Welcome.
Yes.
Welcome to the South Top Podcast.
Hello.
Thank
What'd you
you.
say?
As I say, welcome to the South Top Podcast.
Oh. Yeah, I
Short
gotta
for the
figure.
psychedelic, the
I gotta figure out
psychedelic
a way to get
podcast.
guy.
Something like that.
I was moving
Your
some weird.
microphone going out.
I am
Hold on.
openly funny.
These headphones suck. I bet it's my headphones. It's not y'all. Like sometimes it go like dun, ba-dun,
No,
dun,
Big Show was
ba,
chopping up a little. It was choppy a little.
Yeah, I gotta
Okay.
figure out a way to get on the screen with you, Ty, and freestyle together. Just make stuff together and really write something.
Hey, whenever the times pop up, I'm just with the moments. Like you
Yes.
felt like how you express it is natural. I'd be like, man, that seemed like I'm forced to do it because even when I'm sitting alone, I just have all of my own thoughts over top of what's going on or that expression that's like, oh yeah, oh. Like I still got that vibe, that spark.
That's the best one to me.
Mm-hmm.
Natural.
Yeah, you know why? Too? Because
Natural. I am
not
the
in
universe.
your control, but when you realize that is a certain type of control, so then you allow it to work
Mm-hmm.
through you.
Yeah, it don't seem like it's a trap thing.
Uh,
Oh, it's just something I gotta do, or I'ma die. It's the
it's
only
the
way I'm
difference
expressing myself.
thoughts and thinking. Like when it comes to you, it's a thought. When you put it to work, now you making it move.
Hey, well,
The idea is that you're
welcome to the
choosing.
podcast.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back, y'all. I gotta do a quick recording.
Oh, actually, I need to I'm gonna be going out in about at 12:45. I gotta pick up my daughter at. Oh, never mind, number. I do this all the time. Let me check if it's 1 o'clock or 1:30. But true, have a
I
good
think
one.
it's later than
If I
that
don't
because
see
I'll
you
be having.
later.
I leave at 1:30. I leave at 1:30. So I thought yours was like between 1 and 1:30 too.
All right, let me go check real quick.
Because I usually go pick up Blake at. I leave at 1:30 and he get out at 2.
I gotta pick her up at 1.
Look, people taking care of people, man.
The next generation. My gene's gonna be in robot form, and hers gonna be still in the flesh. It's all gonna like 80 years, 100 years. Never know.
Never know, man. You never know.
I got a good 5 minutes.
Yeah, after
That's
I
what
pick
she
up
said.
Blake,
That's what I
I'm
told
gonna go
her.
live. I'm supposed to go live at 5, but I'm gonna go live after I pick him up because
Right on, man.
right after I get him, so like around between 2 and 2:30.
Cool. I'll be sure to tap in.
All right, I see y'all. Let me work on this video.
Peace, bro.
Peace.
Peace.
Oh, yeah.
Fun.
I got Can I share this animation I was working on for y'all? Y'all interested in that?
Yeah.
It's one that I made in VR when I was live with Master Creator was there. Let me see. Is this the window? You probably have to go on YouTube because I don't know which one to click it on for Discord. Not really popping up. Like 3 Windows Media players. This one it? No. All right.
Oh man, that was scary. What was that? Oh my god.
I don't know why I was playing through there, but here we go. It was funny making it too, because I didn't know what I was going to create, and then we got to talking about dragons and stuff like that. So I was like, huh, might as well make some sort of dragon. Let's see what happens.
Why not?
Ta-da! All right, now I should be able to hear the loop. Wait, let me move out the way. It's extremely alarming.
When you hear that horn, run.
Alright, stop it. So if y'all was to see the old Just Talk, the VR video, if I can find it too, I was just like drawing in space and came up with it. But I was basically practicing a lot of new ideas and techniques to bring into different projects, like texturing and camera angles and that big galactic swirl that was at the bottom, learning color theory and stuff like that. So everything is leading into something else. But that took about 3 days to render. I had to let my computer go for at least 20 odd hours in order to render the frames and then put it into one animation. All those reflections and everything. The light tracing. What was I trying to look up? Oh, there.
It's wild, man. It's wild, bro. Wild.
And I was able to, that was the other thing I was trying to say. If you check out the Instagram, whoa, why is that playing? If you check out the Instagram, I made it so that it can appear in your phone. In your phone through like AR. So you can like scan the area, scans for a flat surface. And then when, I probably can do it now. Well, I'll put this one over here.
I'll be right back, brother.
And I'm gonna start making, yeah, have a good one. And I'm gonna start making some how-to videos as well. Or if you really pay attention too. I'm teaching you as I go along and learn myself. But I'm gonna start making some specific how-to videos. But how do I get this on here? Arrow. Dragon. I'm trying to skip ahead because a lot I was just like trying to guess what I was doing.
Blocking it up.
But yeah, it's fun, just interesting being able to create in space and then keep on bringing it to the next level. You said you should do a short. Try using render site or Google GPU access. For some reason my phone's not loading this up. Yeah, I'm gonna do them how-to shorts. Let me just like skip to the end of this.
You put that much energy in creating stuff. I just love it. I don't know. Like,
I say,
it really is. Yeah, bro, because you make everything. Like, and to me, it's like too much help, you know? But you got the factors and you know how much energy to waste in them.
yeah, I gotta waste a lot of time to make like 1 second happen.
Yeah, most of the time you're just funny and you know.
Got something going on.
But I'm glad y'all was able to come here. I'm gonna try to be out there so I can be on time with no rushing thoughts in my mind. Be there when my daughter show me her 5 projects that she always has when she's done. She always come out with like at least 5 arts and craft projects.
That's the best.
No, I love it. I have them in bins now because a lot of my art is all gone growing up. That's why it's like I had to remember who I was, literally.
Yeah.
Sound like I'm saving your stuff.
Hey, it might be designs one day.
It definitely get some inspiration. Like this is how I used to think when I was lucid. Or at least keep her there a bit. But you know how it get. We all got our own realities going on.
Some have many more than others.
And thanks you. Well, I'm looking to the Google collabs for helping with the rendering. I heard about rendering farms where you can pay and send a render off and they'll have it back in like a couple hours. But that all comes with expenses and everything. So I'm gonna look into this, get everything calculated. Until next time, everyone. Vitamin E, Big Chill, Block, Matias, Artificial Light,
Yes.
and Ali Cat.
Thank
Aya
you.
Catcher was there in the chat. You're welcome. You're welcome. James Blake. I'll catch y'all in the next episode.
Have fun.
Tayow out of here. Yeah, that actually went well. Okay, let's click that. Get some good feedback. And until next time, guys, just tie one everybody. Combine your mind with your heart. See what your gut mind is saying. See what other circles you got going on. Let me know about